Welcome to Majesty Now with J. Carroll.
This is going to be comical. We are your national hosts, not just for the evening, but for the entire month of February. I am Jameliah, and this guy over here is my husband.
I'm Fred.
That's right, it's Fred, and we are in the season of coupling, and we're excited to be here with you guys today. We want you to, if you're doing a Facebook thing, click, tag, and share, because we want everyone to know that we are, in fact, here.
Yes.
We're so excited. So here we go. Everyone, if you have followed coupling, you know that we deal with these hot topics. Hotter than this coffee that ain't got no sugar in it.
Or no cream.
Just black. What color is my baby?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm black.
I'm black. It's a favorite color, isn't it? Actually, it's, no, wait a minute. Babe.
Yeah.
It's February.
It is February.
And February is Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Isn't it? Black History Month. Even for Black History, we lost a legend, Cicely Tyson.
Yeah.
Cicely Tyson, she went down in the history books and she went empty. I mean, all of her talent was emptied out. So here we go. We're going to be talking about a topic. And the topic for this evening is what?
Cheaters in the church.
Ooh, tea time.
Yeah. Cheaters in the church.
I wish I had some. Y'all ain't never got two things to match. There is no sugar, no coffee, no cream, no nothing. It's just straight black. Woo, but it's going to get me through the topic. So the topic is cheaters in the church.
Cheaters in the church.
Cheaters in the church. And even though we have single people who watch us all over the world, married people that watch us all over the world, we were on a topic speaking about this very topic right here, cheaters in the church. And even though if you go to church or if you don't, cheating is just a very bad thing. It seems like nobody today wants to be faithful.
Everybody got a pass on it now.
Right, but I think the problem that we have with cheaters in the church is that they feel that they can do it because
They gonna be quickly forgiven for it.
who gonna forgive them?
I don't know. I think that's what they can just do it. They just got a pass.
Who give them a pass?
But now I think one of the things we talked about, babe, is particularly pastors think they have a pass.
They do?
Because of the unwritten law of David.
Okay.
Or unwritten situation with,
Because David had multiple wives. Solomon had what, 200 wives, 300 wives, 400 concubines, something like that?
Yeah, it was Bathsheba though. It was, this is kind of what it is.
So because David did it, it makes it okay? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to validate it. I'm just.
So that is what the speculation is.
It's an underground rule.
It's an underground rule that will get you killed.
It won't get me killed.
Well, I know you a rare breed, but we're talking about. But I've heard pastors say that. They said that David,
seriously,
he cheated. In fact, he killed a man for his wife. Right, Uriah. And it doesn't make it right and it doesn't justify it. But I think what happens is everyone cheats. But I think it becomes like, oh my gosh, because if they're in the church, it means that there's a level of them that is supposed to have a bit of morality that says, I'm not going to do this. So when a pastor finds out that he's been cheating, or even she, because there's some women that's she dipping and diving too. Let's not leave her out. Right. This coffee tastes like earwax. I'm sorry, but it does. There ain't no sugar in it. Can't do that.
I think it's doing what it's supposed to do though.
Like what?
Is it hot?
First of all, it is. But I think people gonna be like, earwax. Don't act like you don't know. Everybody, come on now. Everybody know what earwax tastes like. If you don't, then I suggest you go back again and you rekindle your love life. Now back to what I'm saying again.
Earwax, baby. Yeah, I guess they would.
No, seriously, Frank.
So look,
about the cheating thing.
Yeah. So the unwritten rule.
The unwritten language, the unspoken language is that pastors have a pass because David did it. It does not justify it at all.
But the reason why I think, now this is not validation. And like we always say, the oil flows from the head.
Right.
So what happens is the people see, because we're talking about the church as a whole, not just the leaders, but people see that the head is doing it. People see that, and it's what it is. This is coupling raw and uncut, right?
Raw and uncut, right.
So people see the side chick get into a relationship with the pastor that divorces his wife, and she becomes, and this is being seen so much, and then she becomes, and it's almost like it's supposed to happen because that's the same thing that David and Bathsheba did. I don't agree.
No, I don't agree. I don't care if you the Pope. I think cheating is something that's a choice.
It is.
Being faithful is really a choice. It means that I don't care. And it kills me because with cheating, this is what I have a problem with. And I'm going to say it, and I don't care who don't like it. I got a problem when men cheat. This is what you don't hear.
Okay.
When a man cheats, the wife always goes after the side chick. And I think that's unfair. The side chick did not take the oath before God and man. The husband did. However, I have a problem with the side chick if she knows he's married and she still allow him to pursue or pursue herself. Now, we don't oftentimes see where a woman has had an affair where the man is going in like the side chick.
Right.
The man, because I believe this is what happens with cheating. There's such a smorgasbord of opportunity, whether you be a bishop, a pope, or just a regular individuals. And I think men take the opportunity because there's so many women at their fingertips. And I think what happens is somebody got to stand up and say, I'm not going to do this because not just is wrong, but people do stuff and act like karma is you know, karma is just not a pretty girl with a pair of red bottom shoes and a red dress. It's real.
It is.
And you got to eat that. You do. And I think pastors, I think, you know, they don't, it's funny because you preach about God and act like he don't see you in a hotel room.
But I don't think they think that anything's going to happen. I don't think that they think about karma. I don't think that they think about what they're sowing and what's going to come back.
Okay.
I think that they really believe that it is a benefit to where they are. Listen, I mean, we can look at it. You can almost look at it and see it. And look at some of the people.
Okay.
And just, you know, without mentioning, just looking out and seeing some of the things, some of the men, some of the women, and some of the things that we have seen broad scale happening everywhere.
Right.
And it's almost like,
so what? Yeah, so what? I think I have, and I'm honestly, I have a, because we deal with so many people all over the world, I have a very big problem where I talk to women and they're dealing with this. Every woman that I have come across, most of the time, and even men, when you hear a man that has been cheated on, you be like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you.
because it's every now and then.
Right, but if you look at statistical studies, you know I love statistical studies.
Okay, baby.
Statistical studies is that this thing has been going on for centuries, and even, you know, you have people who have accepted it. Like, you know, this whole word now, tripling.
Don't try to get me to say it.
Tripling, where there's 3 people in a relationship and everybody's okay with it. That's downright polygamy.
Yeah.
And so I think, where is the loyalty now? Loyalty went down with the dinosaurs, it seems like. And I think pastors now want to be single.
We're seeing more single pastors now. I'm looking at this look.
I'm just saying.
You
know, because we got this from the nurse watching all the time. And you know I don't play. She will get got. She will get got. What?
But I do think that because of the way that the morality is in the church, and because of the number of women.
You country, baby. You
it is what it is. I am Southern. I am Southern.
You are Southern.
So, because of the morality, because of the number of women, they almost believe that it's just something, it's the benefit that comes with it. It is not right. But we don't have enough people standing up either.
Right.
Not because it's going to take more than just the women to stand up. There also has to be men like myself that bring other brothers accountable.
That's one thing I love about you is the accountability part. You say, as a man, I want other brother. You don't even want to associate with men who are cheaters.
No, sir.
And
What?
Flock together.
Okay.
And I respect that so much about you, but I think more men need to stand up. I don't care what type of relationship you're in. I think people just need to stand up in relationships and say, look, this is not going to go down.
Yeah.
And no. I even deal with women who get offended if the husband does not follow her demands. She gets offended because she feels she can take the man from his wife.
Yes. Yeah, outright.
Now, them the chicks that get cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, them the ones you want to cut. Just straight razor and lemon juice. Them the ones you want to cut. Them the bold chicks.
But that has happened to me so many times where I will be ministering and I would probably say,
Whoa.
I'm gonna be careful.
Hold on, wait.
I'm not gonna say. Yeah.
No, bring it on back.
Yeah.
Bring it around.
Okay, bring it back.
around. Bring it around.
Okay.
Bring it around town.
Okay.
How recently?
Oh no, I'm just talking about overall.
Oh, okay.
When you talk about, when you
I'm
talk
just
about
saying.
the subject of, that I am a type of man that will not be involved like that, or I'm trying to say the words without side chicks, right? Okay, so so because I'm that type of man, a lot of women even get mad because they feel like that they have some type of right. So we're not just seeing it with the men. We're also seeing women like, so what? So what she met? So what he married?
Right.
So what
I read that on a post where a woman said that she goes after married men. She said, so what? He's married. Yeah. And she put it up there bold. Yeah. She said, so what? He's married.
I remember that too.
I think I sent it to you.
I remember.
And she just flat out says, so what? I don't care. And I'm like, yo, that's the chick you want to meet in the street with you know what I mean? And
but she's only speaking what other ones don't have the boldness to say.
So, okay, I believe that is correct. And the boldness is what she speaks. But the boldness gonna get a lot of chicks in trouble because at some point it takes a man, not just because you're my husband, but you're my friend. It takes an individual, because there are all types of relationships that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. It takes an individual that says, look, I think you're a very attractive man. I get that, but no thank you. Or you're a very attractive woman, but no thank you. I think
they ain't gonna get that out of me though.
Well, I know.
They ain't no get no, you're an attractive.
No, I'm gonna tell you what you do. I remember one time we was in church. Remember that? And a specific young lady was jumping up and down.
Yes, she was
in front of you, and her booty was like, and you
positioned herself, shouting,
and you kindly got up and you moved away from her fast.
Yes, ma'am.
You move fast. And I think sometimes people don't understand that you can't challenge everybody.
Bible say flee from the very presence.
You fleeted it. No, Fred, you didn't flee. You fleeted it. What? You was gone. And even, I think, but you know what? This is something that we need to really talk about too. There are ways that you can address it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that about you. Yeah. And I think
posture. It's the way that you carry yourself. It's a posture. It's even the way, I mean, I'll turn certain ways just to,
You don't even respond in the inbox.
Oh, no.
One of the things that I love about our marriage is that we have each other's passwords to phones, emails, everything. But there are times when I'll go in your inbox and you don't even respond to them. And they'll try everything. And I think men have to practice loyalty. Yeah. That's a good one, babe.
Yeah.
They've got to practice loyalty.
They got to want it, baby.
Women too.
Yeah, you have to want it. You have to. I mean, I ain't perfect, but I want a marriage where we're loyal to one another. But also, a lot of men have not. They were like that when they was in the out there, and then when they came into the church, that's one thing that didn't change. I think however you were when you started out, it kind of continues the same way. If you were the type of person that always did those type of things, then it kind of continues. So it's just, we always talk about it. It wasn't my thing.
I think the shock of it all is that when you have an expectation, and the expectation is that if a person is in the church, then you expect for them to not act a certain way. They always talk about the fear of God, or just being the reverential fear of just a spouse, but there's no fear for anything anymore. And I think people like the thrill of the chase, or even like the hunt of it all.
Oh, the hunt. Yeah, and I think now we're not talking about just men and hunting women. We're talking about also women hunting men, and just breaking them just so they can break them and say that they broke them. And I think a lot of people come after people.
It's a trophy chase.
I like that.
It's a trophy chase.
Trophy chase.
It's that's what it is. It's a trophy chase. It's like
I don't want you.
I don't want to.
I just want to break up everything you got and then go about my business.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
But that's what it is, baby.
I mean, we could talk about this for hours because you can look at it in so many different aspects as to people who cheat, whether you're in the church or not, whether you're in any kind of relationship. It really takes a person to practice loyalty and say, I am afraid that one day I might find myself in a relationship and I'm on the other side of the spectrum. That the very thing that I've done to someone, they don't think that they could be in a relationship and find themselves being treated the same way.
We talk to a lot of people.
We do.
So I think one of the things that people that now want a relationship, they want a loyal relationship with somebody. I think one of the things is that they were the side chick that tore up somebody's house.
Wow.
And now they want a loyal relationship from this person, but they're just forgetting what they've already done.
I think you reap what you sow. And I think, I don't care if you're a bishop, the Pope, I don't care if you're Mother Teresa, I don't care who you are. If you're going to be in a relationship with anybody, and I'm going to say this across the board.
Anybody.
If you're going to be in a relationship with anything, you have to practice loyalty.
Yes.
That means you got to practice what you say and how you say it. That means that if you want to be in a successful, loyal relationship, there are rules to this.
Rules to it.
There's rules to it.
And first, it need to be in your heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be what you want. The loyalty, the integrity that a man and a woman has to have. It should be something that's already in you. You can't have something that's not already in you.
Thank you for being loyal, because you taught me a lot. You taught me.
Thank you. But I kill you.
I think you die. No, but Fred, you die every day.
I die every day.
You die every day. You got to die every day. Like, if you don't, child, I kill you there. I kill you there. But that's just a joke that we have amongst each other. But I think it's something that we both want. Loyalty. And loyalty, it seemed like it has died with the dinosaurs. And I think couples should resurrect it. I don't care what type of relationship you're in, want loyalty, because at the end of the day, and I hate saying that, Fred, at the end of the day,
it's the end of the day.
But technically speaking, at the end of the day, at some point, you got to reap what you sow. And you can find yourself in a relationship, you really want to be with someone, and what you did to somebody will boomerang and it'll come back to you, and then you'll wonder, why is my heart so broken? Because you broke a whole plethora of them.
And we came into this with nothing to boomerang back at us.
Exactly. We had been through so much pain until we said, this is going to be the pleasure, until they throw over the dirt. One of the things I'm going to say before we go, I want to say, to all of you, please understand that everything that you do requires a level of work. If you're a pastor and if you are running through the women in your church, you need to stop, because it's going to find you out. If you're a person and you're in any type of relationship, it's going to find you out. And if you don't understand, here you go. If you
I'm following.
I got you. If you don't understand that things come back to you, and whatsoever man sow, that's what he's going to reap. You may want to think about what you're putting in the ground.
I know what I'm putting back going to come back. Good.
Singing is not your thing.
It's not my thing.
Drop some bars,
but I'm just,
come on.
Just saying, that's a joyful noise.
It is a joyful noise. We love you. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. We love you guys. We love you guys. This is Fred and Jameliah in Coupling. We thank you. We thank you, Majesty. Now, we will be back next week with another segment.
J. Carroll, thank you.
That's right. Get ready, because we're going to be here for the month of February. Bye!
See you later.
Next week, we're going to be coming back and we're going to be talking about what happens to morality. Yeah, we were already talking about, what happens when you are in a relationship and someone is cheating, whether it be in the church or not. No matter what relationship you're in, you're going to face some stuff, and we hope and pray it's not infidelity of any sort. But one of the things that you got to really think about is morality. Having a sense of morals says that, I'm not going to do that. Something stops you from being in those situations. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that next week. We're going to touch upon, just like we said earlier, how not to do it. You got to put certain things in play. Like, I think it's really important, and people don't think about it, how to avoid being in those things. Talk about how to avoid it as a man. See, with women are different. I think sometimes women think about the children. Being in those situations, it takes a level of morals, and that's what we're going to talk about next week. So as a man, I want you to talk about, really quickly, things that you can do to avoid being in those situations. You hit upon it, but
somebody specifically getting in or being drawn into a cheating situation.
Absolutely,
I think one of the main thing is having integrity for yourself. It's like, we talked about a lot. Of course, I never want to do anything to hurt you. But my integrity is about me. And it's about the relationship that I have. With God, so it's my integrity and the morality we'll talk about on next week. But my integrity is that I avoid those situations because it's just something I'm not going to tolerate. And I think a lot of men, they don't have that, so it's not a set standard. It's not enough foundation. Therefore, it's not something that they're conscious of.
I think I was watching a movie, and it was Chris Rock. And I cannot wait till next week till we talk about morality. And he said something that was moral. He said, and we're not just talking about men. We're just going to say people cheat. So I'm going to just say it like this because we have people watching, and they're in all kind of things, and we're not judging. We're just saying reality is. This is some people's reality that we're talking about. But he said something that stuck with me. He said, when a person cheats, he brings the entire family in the bedroom.
Girl, that's good.
When a person cheats, they bring their entire family in the bedroom. That means right now, if someone is listening, I'm saying reconsider. Walk away, because you ruin your family by bringing the person in the bedroom. That means you bring the kids in the family, you bring you bring the dog, you bring your finances, you bring your car keys, you bring your life insurance, your health insurance, you bring your job, you bring your salary and your way of life in the bedroom. And that is something that you need to think about before you risk it all. Ask yourself, is it worth it?
And selfishness, and I think that's the reason why it happens, because a lot of time, selfishness doesn't let you think about any of the children. Selfishness won't let you think about anything pertaining to anybody else. So a lot of time, the impact of cheating, you don't feel it until after you've done it. And it's so sad, because if you would come to a point, and I don't want to say this because my wife said it. No, we're not judging, but what we are trying to do is we want people to see that this is something that you're bigger than. It's not something that you have to do. Whatever you have to do to get through that moment with your wife or with your husband, or to get through this place, you can get through it. It's gonna take work, but have integrity for yourself first, and you'll make it through it.
Yeah, it won't be me, it won't be me. I think that I live by that. It won't be me. I'm not going to be responsible for the downfall of my family.
Yeah. I'm not going to break my daughter's heart. I'm not going to break my daughter's heart. Daughters, and that's with an S. Sons with the S. Grandchildren.
Yeah.
That's not going to be a mark on me. And that's just something, and we talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and we hate to talk about death.
Yeah.
But you have to decide how you're going to leave here. You know, that's one thing that will not be a stain on.
Yeah, I think they don't want to really deal with the fact that in everything you have to work.
Yeah.
And I think you have to, and I say this all the time, have you exhausted all your possibilities? And if you have, then why would you do that?
That's enough.
Because people don't think about, well, I did it because, you know, she don't cook. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Well, I did it because he don't clean. Well, I did it because she not sexy no more. Or look at her, she don't wear. Have you ever thought about, and wait, we did this one time. I want every man to look at his wife and say, that's what you look like.
Yeah.
I want every woman to look at her husband and say, that's what I look like. Because you really are supposed to be a reflection of each other. Any relationship you in, look at that person. If that person look toe up from the floor up,
you did it.
If that person is gleaming and beaming, you did it. And most people don't understand that you're a reflection of the person you spend time with.
That's right.
So sometimes you need to just, thank you, baby, you look good too. That's why I want to just, what we gotta go to, what we gonna go to go. Show. It's true though. It's true. You're a reflection of the person you're with.
Yeah.
And so if that person is beaming and smiling, you did it. If that person is crying and dying, you did it.
You did it.
Because it's about selfless. That I love you enough to see what the problem is before it gets there.
It's about you. It's not about me.
Right. Whether you're a pastor or whether you're a parishioner or whether you say Mother Teresa, I don't care who you are. If you're in anything, you have to ask yourself, is it worth period.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Your family, your marriage, everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should really walk away before you do it, before you even do that. Just say, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Something wrong with that. We're not the type of people to tell you to stay in something that's killing you. No, I'm not going to do that.
Right. Or making you unhappy to the point where you're depressed.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be that way for sure.
Well, all right.
All right. Well, we did it. Until next week. We will see you.
See y'all next week.
With Fred and Jameliah. And this is a series of coupling. Next week, we're going to be talking about what, baby? What?
We'll be talking about morality.
Morality. I'm telling you, it's going to be
what
good.
happened.
That's right.
To morality.
Yeah, and you're going to see it's going to be a twist in that because we're going to talk to you about technology and morality.